Well, that sucked. So I was using an inferior carabiner. Apparently I'm a little too heavy for this. Okay, gang, Wolfman here. We have arrived at camp, and it's actually a lovely little park. And I know that people with RVs don't like it as much because the spots are pretty tight. And I will say, backing into this spot was a bit tricky. We do have the trailer off though, because we're camping a little differently this time. And I'll show you. This is what I call the Fun Wagon 2. We had a different trailer before, but without further ado, let's get camp set up. All right, gang, that is camp set up here at Oastler Lake, and it's a lot simpler to set up when you're using a hammock tent. I'm not even about to fly on it tonight. There's not supposed to be any rain, and we've got some shelter here if we need it, and sometimes even from the sun, you know, that's quite nice. So everything's set up. It's about 5:30, so we're going to get on our bike. We're going to tour around the campsite, get ourselves situated. Well, kids tell me that's not a bit of all right. I don't think I'm going to get out in the water tonight. I'm still going to cycle around and check out the rest of the park, but it's just so beautiful. Time to get back on the bike and check out the rest of the park. What a view. I'm a little out of breath. Just came up the hill to check out the walk-in sites, and I'm going to do a better job of booking sites next time because this is unbelievable. Just let me show you the view from the picnic table. How's that for a bit of all right? My goodness. Just stunning. All right, we got a fire started. And as I've said in other videos, for those that have never cooked on open fires, I love the Ontario Provincial Parks for these fire pits that have these grates that flip up over. They're kind of the perfect height. But of course, we got to get this fire going. We got to get it down to coals because you cook on coals, you don't cook on fire. So we're just going to enjoy this fire while we wait for it to get ready for dinner. Well, nothing to do but wait for the coals to get ready to finish up supper. And while we're doing it, just want to give you some first impressions on Oastler. And I did see an RV review where they weren't quite fond of it, and they're very clear that it's because it's not their kind of thing. It's harder to pull in trailers and everything else. But I got to tell you, I love this park. If you're like me and you're a tent camper, a hammock camper, and you want to enjoy the water, which we're going to get out on tomorrow, this is an absolutely stunning little park. Um, Beautifully treed, lots of cover between the sites. It's still pretty early in the season, and the greenery is already pretty much separating all of the sites kind of around us. And as I showed you on my bike ride, there are some choice walk-in sites, and to call them walk-in sites is almost a lie because the parking's right there. And as you can hear in the background, one of the complaints or charms of this park is hearing the train go by quite often. There's an active line, and I love the sound of it. I grew up by a train track in Bowden, Alberta, growing up, right behind our house, so that sound to me is childhood. Um, so we've probably got about another 20 minutes before this fire has calmed down enough into coals to be able to cook our short ribs. I'm really excited about those. And it's the other thing I love about the Kawartha region is that when you shop here, almost every grocery store or butcher that you find has AAA beef without even an option. It's like you walk into the place and that's all they have. Really reasonably priced. Quite amazing actually, compared to where I live, where I get mediocre beef and it's quite expensive. And to come here and get really high quality beef for the same price that I pay at home, absolutely unbelievable. One of the things I hope I can share with you is that I'm not getting any younger, and I still love camping. Right, that most of my friends are all in RVs, and believe me, there's an RV in my future because my wife and I, we have a business called GoWest.ai. We are in the AI consultancy business, which is kind of crazy considering that I love spending my time out in the middle of nature and nothing to do with technology. So there is a trailer in our future because we need a roaming office, but I still love the act of tent camping, of how much work it takes to get everything done, right? To get the fire going, to get your camp set up, everything. But it's like a meditation, and for those that get it, you'll get it. Um, it's just an absolutely rewarding and just enjoyable experience. So really thrilled to be out here at Oastler. Next time I come, I'm definitely going to get one of the walk-in sites because, like I said, they're hardly walk-in. I mean, it's 20 feet or 30 feet from where you actually park the vehicle, but you get these beautiful vistas of the lake and of the water. So yeah, just really happy to be here, feeling really blessed. And if you ever get a chance to get out this way, like I said, if you don't mind traditional camp style where there's fewer sites, they're not quite as big for RVs, etc., this might be the park for you. Anyways, a toast to all those in Ontario and those coming to Ontario to enjoy our provincial parks. Oh, that's nice. Oh boy, you cannot beat a camp supper. And I don't know if it's just because when you're out in the wild that everything tastes better because you're tired and had a long day, but so good. I found these little basmati rice packs. They're already pre-cooked. You can do it in the microwave, or you can do them like I do camping, just add a little water, some butter, and some seasoning. It's so delicious. I've tried the pre-seasoned ones. I don't like them, but this basmati is fantastic. All right, time to dig into the short ribs that I had. Oh my God, those are good. I wish I could replicate this flavor on charcoal at home, but I can't. It is the wood fire. It's all of that. Anyways, I'm gonna get off and enjoy my meal now. Enjoy the fire, and well, we'll probably see you before bedtime. Well, the less glamorous part of camping is over. I got the dishes done and packed away, and it's funny. I film everything like setting up camp, cooking dinner, and everything else, but somehow dishes just don't seem to make the cut for the videos. But it is after dinner. What a beautiful night, and I've got a new toy, and this is something that I saw on another video, and I don't think it's the most practical thing in the world, but it just strikes me as really fun. And it is a glass candle, and it works with one of these fuel canisters, Isobutane, and simply screws in. And once it's screwed in, you can hear that lovely sound of gas igniting. And see if we can use, I'm not sure if this will work actually. It's an electric lighter. It actually does plasma. See that? We'll find out. Ooh. It seems to work too well. Ah, there we go. And there we go. You can adjust it so it's stronger or lighter. Let's go with a smaller. Oh, almost out. A larger flame. There we go. How pretty is that? Again, very impractical considering all the electric lights and things we have nowadays, but I am tickled pink. Well, that sucked. So I was using an inferior carabiner. Apparently I'm a little too heavy for this. I went down pretty hard. So I gotta find my other sandal and find a new carabiner, a better one, so we can actually get to bed. I got a feeling I'm gonna feel that in the morning. Oh, my back. I should have known better. Oh well. Okay, so tumbled down, couldn't find my other slipper. Had to climb down the hill. This went pretty far. Okay. Now we have two slippers. Time to go to bed. Maybe a little stiff in the morning. Nothing coffee won't cure, and hopefully some trout fishing. So it's about 10:30. I'm definitely knackered and a little bit sore, so I'll see you in the morning. Ow. Oh, well, good morning, gang. It's about 4:30 in the morning. I am probably going to get up and try and do a little bit of early morning fishing and maybe have a little nap afterwards. I've only slept for, I don't know, probably 4.5 hours, maybe 5. Still a little tired, but again, I would like to get out there and try and, get some bites. Did some research and reading on Oastler. They say that the fishing probably isn't that great. Maybe some good northern pike and some panfish, as they're just kind of post-spawn now for crappie. So stay tuned. I'm gonna go make some coffee, try and become a little bit more human. Good news is the hammock tent did not collapse twice in the night. I got proper carabiners on there now. Rookie mistake. Make sure you pack real carabiners, not the the cheap crappy ones from Canadian Tire or otherwise. But at any rate, I will see you for coffee. Well, cheers. Oh, that's a good cup of coffee. I got this mug on another one of my camping trips. Handmade by a local artisan, so pretty tickled pink with that. It's probably my third camping trip with it now. I know it's delicate, breakable. Not highly recommended for camping necessarily, but just love the earthen feel and beautiful. Oh, this coffee's fantastic. Never had it. First time I had it was in BC or Alberta, I can't remember which now, but Kick-Ass Dark Roast. King and Worst Coffee Company. Beautiful coffee. Well, here we go. Beautiful. It's about 5:30, so about an hour after we got up, and the water is so beautiful this morning, just covered in a fine mist and just perfect. I can see somebody over on one of the sites we were checking out yesterday at the walk-in sites having a fire, just getting their day started, and I have this entire body of water to myself right now. Pretty neat. Well, how nice was that, gang? We didn't catch anything. We had one bite. I'm not sure how good the fishing's going to be here, but you can't beat this view. And the paddling has been absolutely stunning this morning. But it's now about 7:30. We've been out for a couple hours and it's time to go get some breakfast. So what a great way to start a day. Well, I forgot my tripod down at the kayak, but this morning we're going to try some of these breakfast sausages, which I got at the White Feather. They look pretty robust. And we're also going to do some eggs while we're at it. Nice way to start the day. I really like this little stove that I got on Amazon. It folds in half, so it takes up very little space and connects to a standard propane tank, so you've always got lots of fuel. Looking forward to this. Well, there we go, gang. Breakfast of champions. And the thing I like about camping by myself is I can eat out of the same pan that I cooked in and no one's going to give me trouble. White Feather sausages are great. Really good. The reason I'm filming this is because I'm actually not at Oastler Lake now. I'm actually about 5 minutes away from Killbear Provincial Park. And what I've done here is get you some film of the vehicle all loaded up. I got the kayak and my bike and everything else. And I'm not staying at Killbear. And you might be wondering why I'm going there, because I can. And one of the things about staying in provincial parks is that you can go to all of them. So Killbear is about half an hour away from where I'm staying at Oastler Lake. I was out there fishing yesterday. Still got my camp set up there. But you can use your park pass as a day pass to any of the other parks. So I'm going to go check out the water at Killbear. It's something I wanted to do. You can check out my videos, and you'll see one from winter camping with Luna at Killbear. And I've never seen it in the summer. It's a much bigger park, obviously, than what they open up in the winter. So at any rate, next we'll see you on the water at Killbear. Well, there's going to be a bit of wind noise on this because we came in to get off the water. It's getting a little rough out there. We'll just kind of bide our time here for a bit until things calm down a little. And just a beautiful, beautiful area. Look at this. Not a bad place to be stranded. Hopefully for only a little bit. And I did meet some really kind fishermen out there. Really good spot for lake trout, which I now have marked, and we'll definitely get out to get some of that. As you can see here on the water, the yellow color there, pollen from the trees. For some reason it's collecting in this one little, kind of spot right here. Pretty sure that's pollen. You can let me know in the comments. But I've seen it on the water all over the lake, and just seems to be kind of bunching up, right here. So I'll talk to you a little later once I figure out what I'm going to do and when I'm going to get out of here. But great morning so far. Well, hey gang, Wolfman here, and I am currently driving through the park at Killbear, and what a great day. I just got back from doing about a 10-kilometer ride through the park. It's really incredible, and I'm not going to show you much of the park because we're going to do another video here. But I did show you a little of the water, and I'll show you the rest of the park when we do the tour. But again, can't say it enough. Support Parks Canada. Support Parks Ontario. Whenever you're at an Ontario park, provincial park, you can go to all the other ones, and there's a lot of them within an hour's drive, so you can really get to see some things. And for the national parks, a little different, but support them anyway.